All right, everybody, I'm back with part 2 of my updated coloring book collection for 2019, and I can tell you that I'm already starting to feel slightly uncomfortable with how many books I have. And that's a little bit telling. I mean, I enjoy my coloring and I color in a lot of variety of books, but I am already seeing how many I have, and I haven't even gotten like halfway through, and I'm like already feeling kind of like a creep. So next I'm going to do the Creative Haven and Dover titles. There's a lot. So I'm not going to flip through. I'm just going to show you what book I have. Let me tilt. There we go. So that is Entangled Dragonflies. I have not colored in that yet. Oops. I didn't mean to bump the camera. Next we have Fanciful Faces. Again, these are in no particular order. They're just, as I pull them off the shelf and put them in stacks. So Fanciful Faces, I have colored in this one before. Next is Midnight Garden coloring book. I believe it's like black backgrounds. Yeah, black backgrounds on that. So there's that one. Next is the Creative Inspirations. Now, this is the same thing as Creative Haven. These were just done exclusively for Michaels. So like you can see on the spine, it says Dover there. They're kind of like 2-in-1 things. And they put together 2 of the Creative Haven titles into one book. I don't know if Michael still has these or not. They might have them online. I haven't seen them in the store in a long time, but I got these quite a while ago. So this one is Butterfly Designs. And then I also have Day of the Dead from those. And we got Steampunk Fashions next. I'm not reading off who these are by. I think that one's Marty Noble, yeah. But you can look for them just under Creative Haven. Here is the Art Nouveau Fashions. And really quick, I will say this. I try to always purchase my Creative Haven and Dover books off of their website, off of Dover Publishing, because Dover Publications, I'm sorry. Because you get rewards points, so you can buy more books. And they have more than just coloring books there. They have a plethora of wonderful, fantastic books of everything under the sun. So I know they're available on Amazon, and especially like a lot of people have Amazon Prime, so they don't have to pay their shipping and yada, yada, yada. But I personally like buying them off of the Dover Publications site directly because you get those reward points. As a matter of fact, I think I have $17 right now in rewards coming back to me. So I can purchase more coloring books that I don't need. Creative Haven Jazz Fashions, Creative Haven Ornamental Fashions, Snowflake Mandalas, Christmas trees, an old-fashioned Christmas. All right, we'll move this stack here. Oh, the thing is they slide all over. I don't want to make a big pile and then all of a sudden have them slide over to the floor. All right, we have Creative Cats. Excuse me, Zenscapes. Look at that cover while I take a drink. Pardon me. A lot of these, not a lot of these, but some of these titles I've been seeing pop up at Ollie's too for like 98 cents. I believe this is one of them. Here we have Vintage Hand Fans. That book is very complicated. Here is Art Nouveau Designs. And this one is Magnificent Mosaics Stained Glass Coloring Book. My friend Laura gave me that one. So sweet of her. I have not colored in it yet, but I'm definitely wanting to. Really neat with the patterns on it. And then next is Peacock Designs. Owls. And Bells and Blossoms, which is one of my favorites from them. I've colored in that one a few times. All right, moving those over. Next we have American Beauties. Well, I'm going to zoom out just a tad. There we go. So American Beauties there. Flower Fashion Fantasies. Now this one I think I got this at, I don't know if I got this at Sam's or Ollie's, because I can tell by the price tag it has a Sam's type sticker on it. But what this is one of their like 3-in-1 or 4-in-1. I guess it'd be 3-in-1 because it says 90 designs. Maybe I got it at Ollie's. I can't remember. Oh, Ollie's. There you go, Ollie's. $1.99. $1.99 for 90 pages of Creative Haven. And this has that Bells and Blossoms that I showed you. It has it in its entirety, as well as a couple of floral type books. Here's another one of the Michaels 2-in-1. That one is the Japanese Designs. I colored a kimono out of that one that I really enjoyed. Okay, next we have, this is one of the 4-in-1 mandalas. So 4 books in one, and I know this came from Ollie's, even though the price tag isn't on there, and I think it was $1.99, almost positive. If you have an Ollie's by you, check them out. This one is the Mendy coloring book, over 90 designs to color. I know this one came from Ollie's too, $1.99. Ollie's is kind of dangerous though, because when I go there, I end up spending way too much money on stuff that I didn't really think that I needed or whatever. I know, there we go. So Steampunk Designs. Create your own impressionist paintings. Here is color your own Italian Renaissance paintings. Color your own Van Gogh. I know that's, most people say Van Gogh, but I think his real name was Van Gogh. And then color your own Renoir. I purchased those on the Dover publication site, and these are under the Dover Masterworks line. Here we have Autumn Scenes, Elegant Angels, Snowflake Designs, Fabulous Fashions of the 50s, Mermaids, Ugly Holiday Sweaters. Let me move these out of the way. Trees of Life. This is a really cool book. I know I said I wasn't going to flip through, but this book is really cool. I haven't colored in it yet, but it's really neat. I don't really see people mentioning this too much on YouTube. Actually, I think Creative Haven and Dover is completely underrated on YouTube, but, you know, I know Anne at A Colorful Life mentions them a lot for their National Coloring Book Day in August. She does color along and stuff like that, but Creative Haven is fantastic. Dover is just a fantastic company in general. This one is the Art Deco Fashions. I think I did one in here. Here I go. Didn't I say I wasn't going to flip through? I did that one. That took me a long time. I mean, it did. It just was really detailed for some reason. It took me a really long time. Art Deco Fashions. Butterfly Mandalas is the next one. I really like this one. I've done quite a few in here. I think they're all towards the front. That's Butterfly Mandalas. And then Japanese Kimono Designs. Now, I actually have a couple Dover books or Creative Haven that I want to order right now. I think I might use my rewards money for them. And that is Scenes from the Wild West or something like that. They're like the woodcut designs, and it's all like Western television and film stars. It's a really cool looking book, and Keith loves Westerns, so he was going to get one for him. And then I was like, oh, look at Miss Kitty from Gunsmoke, and look at, you know, Sam Elliott and everything. So then we ended up deciding we're going to order 2 of them, so we each have our own copy. All right, now I'm bringing into over is my Dover titles. So these are thinner, and they're not on perforated pages, and they are double-sided. They're also less expensive. Most of these run between $3 and $5. Godey's Fashions. Richard Doyle's Fairyland, Garden Party, Mystical Mandala, Great Scenes from Horror Stories. Now, this is the book that started me on adult coloring. I had no idea that adult coloring was a thing. I had no idea that coloring books like this existed. And Keith and I were at the used bookstore, and they had a cardboard box full of Dover coloring books. And I was like, look at this. This is so cool. Like, I was totally fascinated because they had scenes from all these, Cthulhu, like, I mean, Headless Horseman, all these scenes from, like, horror, and of course that's right up my alley, and so I bought it, and then I ended up buying more. I started this one and I never finished it. This was before I knew how to work with thinner paper, like paper that wasn't good quality. This was like one of the first things, and I didn't like the way it was turning out because you could see the white spaces, you know, where the colors weren't laying down smooth, but I should go back and finish it because, you know, just because this was my very first coloring book. This was Organic Designs. We have no idea where that came from. It just came in the mail. It was addressed to me. There was nothing in it that said it was a gift from anybody. I never ordered it. Keith never ordered it. It wasn't showing up in any of our order histories from Amazon. It came from Amazon. So if somebody sent it to me for a gift, I have no idea who it was, and I thank them for it, but I just don't know. It just showed up one day. Here we have Angels. Fashions of the Roaring Twenties. I'll move those over. Manga Girls coloring book. Vampires. Great scenes from Shakespearean plays. Tarot designs. Fashions from India. This is a really cool one. Floral Fairies coloring book. I haven't colored in this one yet, but it is gorgeous. If you like fairies, this is a fantastic book. I mean, and you can always take it apart and make copies onto cardstock if you wanted to use wet mediums and stuff like that, markers or what have you. But these are just some gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations in that one. So that is Floral Fantasies by Carol Craig. Color Your Own Classic Movie Posters, Marty Noble. The Goddess Coloring Book, Marty Noble. Color Your Own Patriotic Posters. You know what? Let me look at this Goddess one really quick since we haven't, I'm not running too long here. This one is really pretty too. These have some really pretty images in them. So yeah, that's a nice one. Pirate Queens, Notorious Women of the Sea, John Green. That one's really cool too. All these like lady pirates, like the historically accurate lady pirates. You gotta love that, right? Did the mail come? Yeah, I didn't get anything? Must be UPS. Sorry. So, Pirate Queens, Notorious Women of the Sea. Glorious Angel coloring book by John Green. These are really pretty images too. Women of the Bible, John Green. He's a good illustrator. He does some of the ones that Keith likes too, his Western ones. That one's pretty neat. Women of the Bible. John O'Brien, The Night Before Christmas, with the poem by Clement Clark Moore. I think this was really popular last year. Everybody was getting this one last Christmas, and they were gonna complete it. People were saying that. I don't know if anybody did, but I started a page from it, but I never finished it yet. But it's a cute little book. It's really, really cute. I have a piece of paper stuck in here, and I didn't even know it. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a receipt. It's just a receipt. And then I have two more here. Exotic Butterflies and Moths and Halloweenscapes, which I have colored in. I colored a spider page and made a copy of it and put it in my binder. It's It's just like kind of repeating images of different Halloween type things. Now I have some more Creative Haven and Dover, but they are in with Keith's coloring books, which I will also include in a video. Probably that'll be the last one in my series. But yeah, so yeah. And like I said, I want to place an order on Creative or on Dover Publication site pretty soon. We want to get 2 copies of that new coloring book with the actors and actresses from the Old West movies and TV shows. And then also there's one I want to get, Something Women, Wondrous Women. Is that, I think that's what it's called. It's a Creative Haven title. It might be Wondrous Women. It's Something Women. I'm really interested in having that one. So, okay. So these are my Dover and Creative Haven titles. And I will count them up and add them to my tally so that I can tell you how many I have in my collection altogether. And thank you guys so much for watching, and tune in for a part 3 soon.